Hi, that's John and Liana here, just chatting in Liana's garden about stuff. So we were just following on the subject from of connection. We were talking about, off camera, talking about um, what's, what stops people making connection, and we were talking about the fact that life is so easily distracting at the moment that even if you've got nothing to do, then the first thing you do is pick up your phone, your iPad, and you look at your Facebook groups you're a member of, you watch your YouTube videos, you set up Netflix and so on. And that used to be a time where you'd turn to your partner and say, so what should we do now then?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It could be work. It could be work that we too much into work, into
Yep.
doing and ticking off the things. And I think we have to realize that nowadays we have so many tasks that we will never have everything done. And then quality time or then pleasure time starts. It has to be part of the day independently if you have done everything.
Yeah. So Liana, are you advocating putting quality time in your diary?
Definitely. I think so with some of my clients when they are the doers, so they have to have everything done before they can have pleasure time.
Yeah.
We start doing it the reverse. So we have the calendar and we block out quality time and then they can start filling time, because what the brain does, if there's space, and we normally don't put quality time or pleasure time in there,
Yeah.
yeah, it just wants to fill it. And then we end up suddenly having that full diary where actually pleasure time or quality time doesn't fit in, and 10 minutes doesn't do it, because
Yeah.
you don't even calm down that much
No.
and refocus to have something like a quality time.
So switching priorities.
Definitely.
First, prioritize the quality time. If that's an issue in your relationship,
Yeah.
you're not getting enough quality time, first prioritize that, and then plan everything else in around that.
Yeah, make sure that, if you have a partner or you have, or friends or family, if that is really important, that actually has a part of your time. Because, when you ask people when they are frustrated, when they're unhappy, when they're stressed, what their priorities are, they're not living their life based on their priorities, and that is where the energy comes from. Yeah, they have to maybe 2% of family time, and when you ask them what is, the most important, they say family time or time with their friends.
Yeah.
So if that is not
If it's that important, why is it only 2%?
yeah, because it is often that, we have to do a lot of things, and that is regarded as that we can do that when we have time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of really thinking about time slightly differently.
It's so important that I really should make time for it at some point.
Definitely.
Yeah. So so flipping the priorities of actually planning in what's important to you first, and then the other stuff will fill in the space. I mean, the reality is nothing's that important.
No.
Really. I think we over prioritize keeping up with our Facebook friends. Over prioritize, that important email that needs to be sent back, but actually won't be read until tomorrow morning or, at some time, and having that quality time planned in. I think another really interesting thing about quality time is it's really important to have quality time for yourself.
Definitely.
As well. That actually you need to look after yourself by planning in things that you really like doing, and on your own, whatever that might be. So reading a good book, watching a nice film, taking a walk by yourself. Quality time isn't just about quality time with someone else. It's making quality time for yourself. Because the more you do that, the more you, particularly for the introverts out there, the more you make sure that's scheduled and planned in, actually the more available you are for other people when there is that time with other people. Is make sure you're recharging your own batteries, doing your own thing.
And I think it's important at times to really think about that, especially when you're an introvert. That is most likely more important than having quality time with your friends. Even though it doesn't feel like it, and society maybe suggests differently. But if you're in a relationship, sometimes it's a big argument about that. But quality time for yourself makes you ready to be in a relationship. Yeah, and if they each other give themselves the chance to have that quality time, that will enrich the relationship.
Yeah.
And that sometimes when that time is so spare, so limited, there's a lot of friction of that.
Yeah.
And we hope we can help to make sure that people understand how important it is.
Yeah, to look after that time for yourself and your partner. I think, I mean, one thing I'll add here, because I think it's an old argument that comes up in many relationships. So this might start or end an argument, I don't know. But there's that time, for example, the classic case where the man is very stereotypical, wants to watch a particular, bit of sport or a football match or a certain film or whatever it is, and what they want is they want their partner to watch it with them. But actually their partner has no interest whatsoever. But that's a really perfect opportunity for the bloke in this very stereotypical situation is to invite a couple of friends around who are interested, and their partner to go and do something that they really want to do. That's also quality time, so that when they get back together, later that day, they can talk about, what was the match like, or how was the thing you were doing how was the spa with your friends, and that's choosing not to do things together is just as important as choosing to do things together.
Because that would free up the time for the partner to actually do meaningful things for herself in that case, because it is most likely not meaningful for her to watch something she's not interested, and the partner is actually not really engaging either, because they are busy doing something different.
Yeah. So, plan your time, plan your quality time, whatever it is, and if it really is important to you, and certainly in relationships that have been running for a while, people can lose touch with the quality time that they used to have, and take a step back, plan some of that in, plan some of that stuff in that you used to really enjoy doing together, and revisit it.
And if you're out of a relationship or you're single at the moment, look back to past relationships and look back, how well you did there, because we can learn from the past relationships and see, did we look after ourselves well? Did we allow the other partner to look after themselves well, or did we restrict them and then, resentment kicked in? So there's so many areas where you can, even if you're on your own, if you're single at the moment, where you can already fine-tune what you really need and explore what you need.
Absolutely. Okay. Anyway, that's me, John, and Liana, for us at the moment on the subject of quality time and planning. If it's really important,
plan it in.
Plan it in.